The teacher here. So, what would have happened if Bruce Lee and the heavyweight champion of the world at the time, Muhammad Ali, had gotten into the ring and sparred? Who knows? I mean, why would we be comparing these two? I've watched YouTube and I've seen images and the reconstruction of pictures with Bruce Lee and Muhammad Ali facing off or standing off in front of one another. Uh, and it's sort of discouraging because it seems like people always live in this world of fantasy. What if and what could have been. And it's okay to fantasize about some things, don't get me wrong. But some things need to be left alone. I mean, Bruce Lee had an immense respect for Muhammad Ali. So much so he studied him, as he did many other great boxers and martial arts masters before his time and even during his time. If Bruce Lee and Muhammad Ali had ever gotten together, I believe they would have complemented one another. Bruce Lee looked up to Muhammad Ali as a great boxer in his own right, and Bruce Lee wanted to use him as a tool and to study his particular craft to see what made him effective as a boxer. And that was really it. Bruce Lee wasn't ever, uh, how should I say, entertaining the thought of beating someone that he admired like that. He never entertained the thought of beating anyone for that matter. Bruce Lee was on a journey of self exploration. He wanted to better himself. And again, and I've said this many times before, he wanted to better himself. And he said it himself. He said that journey that he was on about chiseling away the unessentials and trying to find the person within, taking the things that were not beneficial and throwing them away and using those things that were beneficial. And he did just that with boxing, with savate, with fencing, with gung fu, with karate and judo and so forth. And we know that he accomplished that to a great degree before he passed away. If you look at Bruce Lee's body when he did his project Enter the Dragon, he was in the best physical condition of his entire life. Little to no fat on his body, period. Very, very small percentage, I should say, of fat on his body. His muscles were superb. He felt like iron when you touched his forearms, some people claimed, because he trained his body to the point of perfection in his particular craft. That was for Bruce Lee specifically. Jeet Kune Do was catered originally for Bruce Lee, even though we all benefit from many of its techniques and its strategies. So, could Bruce Lee have beat Muhammad Ali? Who cares? Could Muhammad Ali have beat Bruce Lee? Who cares? I believe that they would have had a mutual respect for one another as their specific art that they studied. I think Bruce Lee would have respected Muhammad Ali in his art, and Ali would have respected Bruce Lee the same in his particular craft. And that was really it. It was never going to be anything about a competition, because when you look at those two, even though they came from two totally different worlds, one thing they had in common, I do believe, is their character. And that was one of sincerity, passion, and humility for what they did. That was it. And that was all.